Realized that paleo is like really good for maintaining. I've been able to eat as much as I want, anytime I want on paleo. Gained any weight, but I'm not really losing a lot of weight, and I think that's because I'm not doing a little bit what you need to lose the weight. The spinach, a festival blend, and banana for dinner. Here at the Orem Cemetery, a lot of people here on a Sunday, the day before. I'm gonna come see my grandpa.
Hawaii was one of them. I know he was stationed in Hawaii, yeah, he was stationed in, he was in San Antonio, and in New York, in Syracuse, New York.
Making some sweet potato chips because everyone's been having these regular. Oh, there's none left in that bowl. That whole bowl is full. The ruffled chips. And I've been pretty tempted, so doing what I can to make my own baked sweet potato chips with avocado oil. I'm gonna try a new thing, building upon the Just Be You from last week, which is full disclosure. A lot of times we'll show you what I eat, but it's the same principle of I'm just showing you like the good parts, or I don't show you like all the little tiny snacks or different things. And that's not super relevant, but I think it will show people that these little things, the little bit of snacking, and sometimes it's not a little bit, sometimes it's a lot. It makes a difference, it really does. I had like a whole plate full of sweet potatoes. I won't go through a ton that I had today because there's already a ton of food, but I also had some chocolate chips because, as you see, they're over 50% dark chocolate. If it's over 50% dark chocolate, I can have it. What I'm realizing is that if I can have chocolate chips, that's a too low of a threshold. So I'm going to have to increase that threshold. But in all honesty, I probably am going to eat a few more chocolate chips. I feel like for a lot of you it'll seem like a sad thing that I am doing all this, but in all truthfulness, I already have been for the last year and a half. Those are some of the things that I think have held me back. Still am working through my binge eating thing, and even though I'm eating paleo, I'm still binge eating with paleo at times, just because it's a habit and it's a mental thing that I have to get over. It's a little bit liberating, it's freeing that I'm going to show everything, and I'm going to use that as a hope that I stop doing it, right? Because every time I'm videoing it, I'm going to be like, I'm just kidding, you know? And I tried something like this before, but I don't think as honest about it. So here we go to good and bad decisions, but you'll be able to see it all so that when I'm rocking this body, you'll know how it happened and why it took a little bit longer than maybe it could have. Well, came down, and this was waiting for me. Let's open it up. A degree or something. This took me like 1,000,000 years and $1 million, but I got this piece of paper that everyone says is really cool. Cool. I'm grateful, actually. We're here, Rock Canyon, going for a hike. 1,000,000 other people thought the same thing for Memorial Day, but we'll try a little bit. It started raining, so there's a lot less people. Just like barely raining though, but it's wonderful when it rains in the mountains. I'm trying to keep a pace that keeps my heart beating a little bit so that I can get a little bit of exercise, but still enjoy it. You better learn to swim, Rexy.
Go that way.
Go down, go into the rapids.
Good doggy. Good dog.
Let's go. You look like a little rat now.
But small.
Marie says we shouldn't go in here.
Dad, there's also
I'll drop my camera down there and I'll have to go in there, and then you'll see as I get killed by a bear. Small, really small bear. It's probably more like a wolf or a mountain lion, but it's pretty cool in there. There's a fork here. Marie said she'd never been this far, but she thinks she did. It was just covered in snow. So, which way shall we go? Choose your adventure. Click here for left, here for right.
Then we have to go back and go to the other one.
Exactly. We chose the left path, and it's super gorgeous. We chose the right path. Check you. And yeah,
The right.
this is the best. And a great day. Seeing the world. It's one of the benefits about being healthy enough to get out here is it's gorgeous and really fun. We've been talking about some of our story ideas. Right? Grapes and mixed nuts with craisins. Paleo goodness. Marie's eating potato chips.
I have those too.
Just potato chips. Well, as I pulled out my camera, I almost sprained my ankle, but I'm trying to like run down the mountain a little bit. I think endurance-wise I could probably do it. I just don't want to hurt myself. I'm not the most limber or athletic. The rain is past. We're walking down this glorious Memorial Day, and I was running down, and as I went to stop, I like sort of twisted my ankle. That's a simile for life. You need to go full board and run the whole way, or just walk, no halfway. This is the new complex that I will be at for work. I think I'm gonna like this place. It's a smaller company, but I'll have potential to make some good money and hopefully grow within it until I move on to other things. But I might have said this before, but I want to do really well at something until I'm making the same amount of money or more at my passion. You know, so I want to stick at this for a few years or until something else of equal or greater value comes around. I feel like there's two different ways of doing paleo. There's the maintenance way, and then there's the weight loss way, and I've been doing the maintenance way, and so that's why I'm not losing weight. You can eat whatever you want, as much as you want, to as long as you're not gorging yourself of paleo food, and I've been able to maintain. I haven't gained any weight, haven't lost any weight, but like somewhat freeing, you know. It's been nice because I can eat what I want within those parameters, right? So I need to watch the amount I eat, but then the timing that I eat too. So I'm going to start doing that and see if there's a difference, because I believe there will be. But right now, I've been doing olives as a snack. It helps satiate that potato chip need that sometimes you mentally want. The one big reason I decided not to take a more higher paying like sales job, it's like door-to-door sales versus the phone job, is I don't have great morning habits right now, and it affects the rest of my performance. And having to be somewhere, having to like be at a job, I think is a good thing for me right now. As sad as that is, I haven't really been working for a while, and I need that little bit of accountability and consistency. My breakfast and lunch today were a bag of mixed nuts and craisins because I didn't have time. I work 8 o'clock for training, and it gets me up and going for the whole day. You don't have the habits that you need to function in society better. The mental side of our lives, it's obviously one of the most important. Personally, I believe the spiritual side is the most important, but mental, I think, is right there. And honestly, they're all super connected. Your mental, spiritual, and physical aspects of you can't have one without the other and do well, in my opinion. The other day, I looked up Magic the Gathering collections that are sold on KSL and Craigslist. I've made pretty good money doing that, right? Honestly, the reason I looked into this was I was thinking of getting some more cards again to play. texted a few people about their collection. There's two that I was texting back and forth with today at work. I was texting them and they wouldn't budge on the price, but it was a pretty good price for what they were saying they were offering. So anyways, I just drove up to Sandy, but halfway up here I just was like, what am I doing? Like, I don't have any money. I'm getting into this game that I know will waste tons of time and effort. Texted them, I was like, sorry, I just decided I'm not gonna do it. But then they're like, well, it's already out here, and I was like, all right, fine, I'll come look at everything. And then I was gonna buy it. I looked through the car. They were pretty good. Like, I'd get my money's worth, but I wouldn't be like making money. I'm probably not explaining this very well, and there's nothing wrong, again, with this stuff. It's just what I use it for and how it functions in my life, and it's not the best. And so I just was the worst struggle, but then finally I just was like, no, I'm not gonna do it. It's gonna be awkward when I tell them this. I've drove 40 minutes all the way up here to do this. I'm gonna be late. I feel good. Like, it's a mental growth where I just went back and forth for so many different reasons. Holy crap. These things have crazy control over us, and I don't want it to be that way. Maybe in the future, you know, when I'm in a better place, I can play a little bit with friends and family and things, but right now I'm still working through some different mental things, and this is a catalyst for me wasting time, which I already waste so much time right now.
And you have to wait the whole time?
So today I put it in the freezer.
Happy birthday to she needs that. But we're here at your favorite place?
Not my favorite.
This is the birthday girl.
One of my favorites.
So I could only get stuff with broccoli.
You know that
But
place
I got
that
this balsamic
was supposed to be
salad.
like
And these great
there was a whole bunch of
And
square
meatballs.
stones in Germany
And
that was for the
no bread.
Holocaust kind of thing.
This is a hard place to go to.
So
During the
does it
time
have
of
any
PALEO.
history about it?
There's like two things.
You can have a tour guide.
Yeah,
But why did they make that like that? What is it supposed to symbolize?
there is one or two options, but it's hard. All the pasta wonders over here. And this one too. It looks pretty good. Meatballs and broccoli. All paleo. And then
He knows what to do.
yep.
It's a little slow though.
I know. I didn't think of it until later. I've been forgetting to record it, but I've been having a lot of chicken with rice and either green beans or broccoli, and it feels pretty good. Like, eating clean, and I have enough protein, and it tastes good enough that I'm sustained mentally and physically. It's not too hard to prepare. I just cook the chicken from frozen into 350 in the oven with some sea salt and some organic no salt seasoning. So, have some sweet omelet. Then has some sweet
You
rice.
could vlog me Instagramming. That's pretty exciting. Using Instagram.
Yeah. But here's all the crew for the FA Cup. Ben's eating all my food. That's really what's happening. Artichoke chicken, mixed vegetables, and we're winning. 3-0. Some days are harder than others on any kind of diet or any kind of choice than trying to be healthy. Come home, there's some coconut almonds, there's strawberry cheesecake. I wanted to talk just really briefly about the Becoming Super Challenge. If you haven't heard of that yet, I'll put a link in the description below to the Becoming Super page. On there is the whole explanation of the challenge. But I love you guys. Let's become super together and make that happen. Bye.